Good morning and welcome. It's a Thursday morning and I have just seen my husband off to 11 days in Muncie, Indiana at the National Model Airplane Contest. He does control line flying and he has done it since 1952. And so he is the happiest person that was ever put into shoes right now, because he's on his way to his happy place with his friends. And I'm home in the house by myself in my happy place. Oh my. So, I thought I would start a project before I get to getting on my Etsy shop. I'm going to tell on myself. I have had the most clumsy, ungainly places to keep my now and future things having to do with Etsy in my studio here, and it's been one thing to another that was just mind-bogglingly difficult to do because paper gets heavy. You all know that. Well, oh, I cannot believe I could not see the forest for the trees. In my living room, I have a large chest on one wall, chest of drawers, that is rather huge, and I love it to death because it was my mom's, and she even took that piece of furniture with her to assisted living, and along with her wing chair and her ottoman, and well, so there it is. And I've been consistently working on emptying it because for ages it had my needlepoint and needlework supplies in it. So I have this chest of drawers that is almost completely empty. Can you honestly believe that I did not realize that I could have a drawer for the small things? I could have a drawer for the things that are waiting to have pictures taken. I could have a drawer. It's beyond stupid. But I'm going to rectify that starting today after I finish here. Sorry for that little run down the rabbit hole, but I have to tell on myself to someone who would understand. So I've picked this piece of my original art, and I've decided that I'm going to add to it to make a piece of ephemera. And as you all, those of you who follow me know, I'm getting acquainted with my printer. I've never had one before, but I do now, and I'm in love. So I printed this. This was scanned, and I printed it from a scan. And on this, I used matte photo paper. On this, because I knew that I wanted to cut it up, I put it on a nice quality white cardstock. And as you can see, there is quite a difference in the quality of the color. And I communed with my husband about that, and he said it was because this paper is more porous, it absorbs more paint, and so that you do not get the beautiful print that you get with the photo paper. This is matte, of course. So, just sharing, and look at all of those lovely bits that I'm going to have to put into my stash for future collaging. But I decided to that I wanted to add more of these motifs onto this, so I cut out two of the, well, let's call them tulips, two of the I don't know whats, and this one. And as you can see, there is a difference. Let me get close. But it will work very well for collage. But there is a difference. Live and learn. So, I'm going to attach this and some Tim Holtz collage paper. This is botanical, and it's black and white, and I thought I'd add some of that to it too. But I'm going to use a glue stick because I don't want to put too much water down. Although I must admit I took some of my water and I rubbed it. I rubbed it on here to see what would happen, and nothing. So it's there. Let's see where this is going to go now. I want to make this so that it works without it being quite as directional. So I'm going to chop that one right there. And am I going to have a bit here? And maybe a bit here. And I do love things that go off the page. And so this has a flat side already. 1, 2, let's put that one. No, don't like it there. Yeah, we could have a bunch of them here. And one here. This is curing the directionality a bit, isn't it? Yay. Maybe one here. And one here. I'll stop saying one here, I promise. Well, that's a start. So, down it goes. I do hope that you are having a nice Thursday. I know that some weather might be coming to some of you in the form of a storm. I hope that you're not. I hope that you're not involved in that. But if you are, my thoughts are going to be with you because I live in Florida, as you know, and I know what storms can be. Although we've been very, very, very lucky in Northeast Florida, primarily because of the way the Gulf Stream works. It tilts off from the Jacksonville, Florida area. So we're due, of course. Everybody gets their dose, but thus far we've been fairly lucky. Okay, that's one, I think, for there. Yes, okay. Every time I see those storms heading into the Gulf, I think of New Orleans being at the bottom of a cup. And one over here. I've also got some things I want to share, so I'll be doing another video very soon because I have some vlogging I wanted to do, some things to talk about and share, some things I found, some things I've realized, etc., etc. Okay, so that leaves me this one. Maybe it ought to be like that. Or like that. Where do we want that one? Okay, let's put this one here like we mean it. Now, which way? That's going to come there. It's just kind of hanging out right there. And last but not least, now, did I drop out some of the directionality? Yes. Okay, let's put it up that way. That's a good start. Now some pretty tissue. Here, there, and everywhere. This piece might very well go there. And this bit. Now I do have a ruler that tears. And I believe I ought to get used to thinking that way. Well, well. Some of this needs to go. Well, now, my. Tearing is good. If we don't learn new bits on our art journey, I don't know. Yeah, just a little bit, something, something. I'm just maybe a little bit slow. And the excuse that I use is that I've only been doing this for not even a year. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, oh well. Oh well. Now, I know you probably all know of a better way of doing this, and you're probably yelling at me. Let's get another flower. I want to try to get this to work in many directions. This might be the start. So, again, I'm going to put the glue stick down on here and attach it that way, because that way I can control the amount of wet. Let's go from here to there. Okay, we can do that. We can also do that without making a mess out of this glass mat. That's 1, 2, up to there and over to here. Okay, we can do that. Last but not least, right here to the middle of that. Okay. Middle of that to right here. If I feel the urge to push that back, I will do that, but so far, no pushing. covered up a lot of my green. I'm having a brainstorm. Maybe, actually maybe, and then again actually maybe not. Oh well, let's see, we have these. These are the paper stencils. This is not paper. Let's see. What about that? Is it too much, too much, too much? I'm thinking it is. I'm thinking it is. But that might be just what the doctor ordered. Get a little bit more besides. It looks like a bud, but that's good. It'll be a green bud. It'll be a closed bud. All right, let's pick an up and down here, Carol. So, I'm thinking I'll add a little of, bring out some of the yellow here with a tree frog by Ceramcoat. Close this. All right, we definitely do need some green. So, let's come over here and here. Put that right there. Excuse me. Let's see what happens. The worst that can happen is I don't like it. Oh, this is not going to. This is rather transparent. I don't think Tree Frog is going to do it for me. Well, maybe. Maybe. There, but not so crazy there. Okay. Good, Carol. Yeah. Now, yes, I hope you're seeing that the way I am. Put one more light on for you. That might help. Now, we need some right here. Between the tulip and this, let's have one right there. Well, this has officially started to become fun. Layering on the collage and the stenciling is just so much fun. Okay. Oh, decided to come up, did you? Okay. You're allowed. We'll just take that off and that off. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's got glue on it. Okay. that section one more time. Good. All right, there's 1, 2, 3. Well, we definitely need something over here now. Where? Where? How about connected to that, right up over that way? I'm thinking yes. I need to wait for this to dry. No, I don't. I'm going to dry it so that I can use the backside. Yes. Now, something comes up, needs to come up into here. Got here, 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 here. Something needs to be here. Let's connect it to this stem area. Let's see where we are here. I must remember that I need to visualize this in all directions because if I want to cut this at any point, it has to work in all quadrants. There could be 4, there could be 6, it could be 8. Maybe just let's gild the lily. Yes, let's just gild the lily. Okay, the question is, what am I going to use to gild that lily? I'm going to let this dry, let this collage tissue calm down, and have a think. I'm going to gild the lily, but my question is, what am I going to do? What particularly is going to be there? I'm going to have a think, and while I do that, I'm going to empty the last drawer or two in the storage unit that's waiting for me. Well, after having a good think, while emptying the last drawer in the chest, the one that contained winter warm scarves, winter hats, leather gloves, miscellaneous extra wallets, and so forth and so on, because in Northeast Florida you do need warm clothes. You have many days in the winter in which the nights particularly might be in the mid-30s, and the days might not come out of the mid-40s. So heavier things are necessary. And that has all magicked itself into a plastic box until such time as, but I think I'm knowing where that's going to go. So now I have one drawer in there that is dedicated to my needlepoint frames. They're wood and they're smaller. I got rid of the big ones, of course, and I need that space for them. So that's my next project. I decided to think about what this really looks like now that I've put more trees in the forest. Let me think about the forest. And let me take this away. This says that this could stand something like that. It will work with the reds, the green foliage. Well, nature's greenery works anywhere, and the purples will work with the yellow tulips. So there's just a tiny bit of blue, and if I want to have something light, this would be as light as I would care to go, and it would work with the blue, still having the tiniest touch of purple. Let me look at a lighter blue. No, don't have one I'm happy with. Then, this seems to be the workable color. I don't want it to be too dark because it will get lost. Decision made. This one I'm leaning towards Ceramcoat GP, I think might be grape purple, and soft cornflower might work very nicely. This one might too, but we don't know yet. This is sweet pea. So that's back over here again. And here we are back. And let's find some spots here. First, I'm going to put down the lighter one, and I'll see what the lighter one says to me. That's the bluey one. How about I put this down? We auditioned this one, sweet pea. Don't like it? We can darken it up. All right. Let's see what happens now. This is not to be perfect. This is, in fact, I don't want it to seem to be too perfect. See what we have here now. Let's see it again. Yes, it pulls up the purple nicely. However, I'm wondering if we shouldn't do that. It doesn't need to be a little bit darker. or lighter, because it's blending a little too much. Oh my. Well, the only way to do this with stenciling is to do it, because if it doesn't work, you just do something else right over it. This is a stencil after all. Now, I'm going to try a little bit of this soft corn flour. Might do it, don't know. I'm thinking that's it. Let's look. Thinking so. Thinking so. So we have there. Here. And back to corn flour. Down there again. Just two of them this time. Well, half of a little one. Here. Bombs away. Bombs away. Let's not take out all of the green, or we'll end up facing the same problem that we started with. The trick here is not to be perfect, which is not easy for this girl. And yes, yes. Here, here, here. One more. Bingo, up here. now. I'm loving it right now, but it needs something neutral. Maybe a little bit of, maybe just a tad of dark. Maybe just a tad of dark. Something that is really, oh yes. That is so neutral, and I think if I'm careful, it might be just the finishing bit. In this case, I'm going to use Distress ink. I think Hickory Smoke. I'm looking for the sponge for this one. There it is. That labeling helped things quite a bit. Now, Hickory Smoke is is a bit lighter than Black Soot. So, anything that I want to do here to think about is that the circles are parallel to each other a little bit. Yes. Yes, that will do it. There, but not there. Okay, up here. Now up here. And down here, and, well, I do hope that you have enjoyed sharing this time with me. It's not every day that you get in on seeing someone see the flowers for the trees. I mean, the trees for the forest. A place for my merchandise that isn't going to break my back to get it out. Let's see, is that enough? It's not overdue. One more thing, I think. Pile of G2. Just the slightest to pick out these flowers a little bit. Drag in the eye. too dark because we don't want it to look like bullseyes. And okay. And this Pilot G2 will write on anything. I believe it would work on a cement patio. It's wonderful. It's never failed me. Well, this busy Lizzie seems to be able to handle whatever I throw at it, but I'm thinking that if I go on much further, I'm going to push it over the edge. But I do want a frame. Up. Up. Alrighty. Well, I've learned some things today. I've learned about using matte photo paper, and that it can take a goodly amount of glue and acrylic and so forth without causing a problem. Plus it gives the paper a nice strength. I'm not happy. I am still not happy. Having flowers without their grow lines for some reason. Alrighty, I'm going to finish these. Is it better? Yes. And then come back when I'm cleaned up a little bit so that I can share it with you. This is happy making and great fun doing. If you have enjoyed sharing this time with me, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Bye now.